ASB Classic Elina Svitolina seals 19th career title, downs Xinyu Wang to complete dream return after injury. The 31-year-old now has improved her record in finals to a somewhat astonishing 19-4, a winning percentage just shy of 83%. She entered the year in this tournament as top seed after a pretty poor end to 2025 by her own standards due to injury. She suffered 4 straight losses and saw her year cut short after the Billie Jean King Cup finals. But the comeback is better than the setback as she accomplished her mission to return with a bang. She turned that 4-match losing run into a winning streak as she saw off Katie Bolter and also rising American Eva Jovic as she and also her opponent Wang Xinyu dented the chances of seeing a potential Jovic-Vila final in what could have been a look towards the future. But the now is Svitolina, and she proved that she still has a lot more to give the sport. Her comeback to the sport after becoming a mother was heroic, and she jested that she needed to win the title in order to level the scores with her husband Gael Monfils. The Frenchman, who will head into the final year of his illustrious career, won the title last year, so the pressure was on the other half of the GMS household to restore honor and bring home an Auckland title this year. Svitolina duly delivered. Watched on by Monfils and also coached by Andrew Bettles, who brought her such success in the early days before her revival with Raymond Sluter, Svitolina has shown this week that she is still a force, and given that she has often thrived in majors in her return, it could yet be a golden Aussie summer in terms of results. It definitely feels amazing to win another title, especially after a not very pleasant end of the year for me, Svitolina said in her on-court interview. But that break really helped me to regroup and come back with a new energy, and I'm very happy that I got the title here. With the win, Svitolina moves up 1 spot to world number 12 as she pushes back towards the top 10. She has to defend quarterfinal points later this month at the Australian Open, so it could yet be a valuable foray if she doesn't get that far, and if she does, it could be one that pushes her towards that golden mark. It also marked one of 2 Ukrainian finals, as Marta Kostyuk an hour later, unfortunately to stop the golden double, fell to Arina Sabalenka in the final of Brisbane. But both are carrying the torch during such a tough time and continue to thrive on the court. Svitolina, during her win over Wang, faced 4 break points, saved all of them, and won 74% on her first serve points. She broke Wang for a 4-2 lead and closed out the opening set in just over half an hour. It proved to be the only break of the match as she sealed a straight sets win in the second set tiebreak. Wang leaves the week with success as she moves up to world number 43 on Monday from world number 57 and is one of the big winners despite lowering the final. A phoenix rises in Auckland, Elina Svitolina's dream return. On a bright New Zealand summer afternoon, beneath the crisp skies of Auckland's ASB Tennis Centre, a familiar and beloved champion etched a new, stirring chapter in her career. Elina Svitolina, the Ukrainian warrior whose tennis has long been defined by grit and grace, stood triumphant, 19 titles deep, with another trophy raised high. In defeating Wang Xinyu in straight sets, 6-3, 7-6, 8-6, she completed what many called her dream return after a challenging season marred by injury and setbacks. To the casual observer, it was another result on the WTA calendar. But to those who follow the sport's emotional narratives, it was a moment of redemption and the unwavering power of resilience. This wasn't merely a win, it was a story of resurgence, of a competitor rediscovering her soul on court after it had been bruised and tested. The journey back, trials before triumph. In the world of professional tennis, no journey is without its shadows. In late 2025, Svitolina's season had ended far earlier than she'd hoped, not through defeat in the heat of a match, but because of injury and a 4-match losing streak. Her decision to step back, regroup, and focus on her health was met with both understanding and concern from fans around the world. Yet those months away from competition weren't a sign of weakness. They were a testament to her wisdom as an athlete who understands that rest and restoration are indispensable to longevity. Entering the 2026 season, questions lingered. Could she return to her best? Could she hold her nerve against the world's elite after months of limited play? At the ASB Classic, Svitolina didn't just answer those questions, she answered them with style. Winning in straight sets against Wang, a rising talent from China, was more than a victory on paper. It was a declaration that Svitolina still possessed the tactical mastery, mental toughness, and physical prowess that have defined her career. Her final performance wasn't a polished exhibition. It was a gritty battle, especially as the second set tiebreak slithered toward tension and uncertainty. But it was Svitolina's experience that ultimately proved decisive. She rallied from a 0-3 deficit in the breaker and held her nerve to close it out. Xinyu Wang, the young challenger with dreams of her own. To appreciate the depth of Svitolina's victory, one must also appreciate the opponent she faced, 24-year-old Wang Xinyu. Though not yet a household name like Svitolina, Wang's path to the final was nothing short of inspiring. The powerful baseline player, with her aggressive ground strokes and cleverly disguised drop shots, tested Svitolina's mettle throughout the match. Wang's ascent reflects a new wave of young athletes who are reshaping the competitive landscape of women's tennis. She wasn't merely an obstacle on Svitolina's road. She was a worthy challenger, a reminder that the sport is always renewing itself. Wang's semifinal run, and her performance in Auckland overall, signals her potential. Though she fell short of her first WTA title this day, she walked away with crucial experience, valuable ranking points, and the knowledge that on any given day, the margins between victory and heartbreak can be razor-thin. And as she recovers from past injuries and continues to improve, the world will watch with anticipation to see when and where her first title breakthrough might come. A match written in strategy and spark. Sunday's final was a compelling contrast of styles, the seasoned cunning of a veteran versus the fiery ambition of youth. From the start, Svitolina's play showed a blend of poise and tactical smarts. She saved all 4 breakpoints she faced, maintained 74% of first serve points won, and struck a decisive break when it mattered most in the first set to go up 4-2, the only break of the match. Though there were moments when Wang's penetrating ground strokes threatened to swing momentum, Svitolina's calm under pressure remained unshaken. The second set was an intense chess match, both players refusing to yield. The tiebreak, a microcosm of the entire encounter, saw Wang surge early, only for Svitolina to harness her experience and methodically carve a path back. With the match hanging in the balance, Svitolina's precision served as both shield and sword, clinching the points that mattered most. It was a display of tactical awareness, mental strength, and championship temperament,